Hi, I'm Rosie Kulhavy-Sutherland, and I'm a senior at Kekaulike High School. I like that it is made of a bunch of people that have to work for what they want, so nothing's given to us, like in the drama club. We have to make all our own sets, and we help with the rehearsals, and we have peanut butter and jelly workshops where all the students show up, and there's very little parent involvement, which isn't necessarily good, but it does mean that all students at Kekaulike who are involved in things are involved in it because they want to be part of it. I am in drama club. I've been in drama club since my freshman year, and I'm president now, but I was a props master my sophomore year and then publicist my junior year. And then I'm president of STEM club, and in that we do Science Olympiad, which I participated in 2 years. I did host in my junior year, but not this year again. And then I'm in Key Club, which I've been in since my freshman year. And I'm in National Honor Society as vice president, and I was in it as a member my junior year.
So what is your educational philosophy?
I was homeschooled until I was 10 years old, so I think that anything you do in education should be for yourself and not for anybody else. And I think that there are some people that our current model of education isn't right for them, and I definitely don't think grades have anything to do with intelligence. High school is mostly about you and your commitment to it. Like, if you don't want to be a kind of educational person and kind of go with that program, but you're better at other things like craftsmanship or certain skills, then it's okay if you don't get great grades or anything. I just personally thought if I'm going to go to high school, because my parents gave me the option to go to high school or stay home or do it online or whatever I wanted, I thought that if I'm going to commit this much time of my life to a institution, then I want to do the best that I can personally do.
So of all your 4 years of high school, what has been your favorite subject?
I'm actually very happy because I always had a really good relationship with my counselors and the registrar, so I was always kind of able to take the classes I wanted, and it's been very rare that I've had a class that I don't like, which has made high school very nice. Junior year, I took Hawaiian history online instead of in school to get an extra elective, and because I heard it wasn't a very interesting class or entertaining class. I really loved AP English my junior year. And also biotech with Mrs. Mossman I took my junior year too, which is probably the one class in the school that I got the most experience in an actual work field. From that class I feel that I could go into biotech and actually know what I'm doing. But then English taught me a lot about just writing in general, and Miss Long is worth the experience. If you go through this school without having her as a teacher, it'd be really sad. The same goes for Mr. Fisher, who is amazing. And then Mr. Kepler, I've had a drama class every year since my freshman year and been in a play every year since my freshman year. And Mr. Kepler really does change lives. And we always have just a whole faculty that most of them are really for the students, which is fantastic. We have tons of clubs. I have friends who started a manga club and a dance force and then another dance club that they started, and drama club is huge. We have volunteer clubs, people start sports clubs, surf clubs, religious clubs, and then we have a bunch of sports teams that are really amazing and do really well, and then we've just got a kind of cool mixture of people.
So who has been a role model in your high school career and why?
Well, in the world in general, because of high school, my mother and father have always been great inspirations to me because I just like who they are, and I want to be similar to them, in values like good kindness, hard work, and all of that. And then as for within the school, Mrs. Mossman, she is the sophomore biology teacher for one of the houses. I had her my sophomore year, has been a great inspiration to me. Actually, what happened my freshman year is I had the exact same haircut as her, and I was walking around and people kept going oh my god, are you Mrs. Mossman's daughter? And they kept telling me there was a teacher that looks exactly like you, which freaked me out at first because I was oh god, now I look like a teacher, that's my first impression. But then I met her, and she's incredible, and we actually do kind of look alike, but then we had a lot of other similar kind of life experiences and goals and ambitions and values. So it turned out really nice, and she has definitely made high school great for me, and she does inspire me to be just, a better person.
So what colleges are you looking at?
I applied to 6 colleges, Willamette and University of Portland, but they were free applications, so that's why I applied. And then I applied to Stanford, Yale, Vassar, and UH Manoa, Reed, and Whitman, which are all great schools actually. So I kind of applied to the more Ivy League colleges because some people I knew said, hey, you should go for it, and they have really great financial aid programs, so if you get into them, it's really good and basically free. I mean, there's a little bit of cost, but it's like really nice. But I don't think I'm gonna get into them, even though some people are like, yeah, you are, and then some people are like, those are really hard schools to get into, you know? So we'll see what happens, but I'm actually really excited to go to UH Manoa. So I'm happy no matter what happens.
So why is UH Manoa one of your picks?
Well, my best friend goes there, which is a nice plus. It's close to home, which means that it's not going to be so expensive to come visit. But number one reason is that it is affordable. But it's got a great program. It's got a lot of interesting people from around the world. I used to visit my brother when he went there. I like the dorms. I like Oahu. It's still different enough that I'm kind of getting away from home. It works out really well. Kekaulike High School can be whatever you want it to be. It can be easy, or you can take really hard classes and make it difficult. What I learned through my high school experience is that intelligence is kind of a strange thing, and I've had a lot of people call me smart, and I've had a lot of people tell me I'm smart, and then I've had people who weren't very impressed with me either. And what I've learned is that intelligence is not based on your grades or how well you do in certain classes or how many clubs you do or how many sports you can do or how many awards you win. Intelligence is just how you live through your life and the things that are important to you. So take classes that interest you personally, not because they're AP, not because they're honors, not because you think that they have some kind of value or will make you smarter or make other people think you're smarter. It took me a really long time to let go of being kind of the best or being ranked #1 or being the most intelligent or anything kind of silly like that. But by senior year, I finally realized that I wanted to make my high school experience something that was actually fun, not just hard work. So make sure you do things for the right reasons, not because you think that they'll make you look a certain way or act a certain way. And if you're not brilliant at math or reading or writing or any class, that doesn't mean that you're not smart. It just means that that doesn't work for you. So take the cool electives we have, like the digital media core or acting or drama or music or the band. You can join that, and that's amazing too. Our science electives, and then we have really cool what else do we have? We have really cool music ones where you can take guitar, ukulele, you can take Hawaiian, you can take Spanish, French, I mean anything. It's kind of limitless, so make sure your high school experience is what you want it to be.